Welcome back, humans. I'm back once again. It's Saturday, and I'm bringing you another vent session. Got the wife back in the studio, joining me for another awesome show we got for you guys today. Thanks for joining me.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good.
We ate a lot, didn't we? That was a good Thanksgiving.
Yeah. We're still eating.
Yeah, we still got a lot of leftovers. I'm sure everybody else does. We're having fun with it, trying to make some breakfasts with it. I'm doing like turkey tacos. I'm doing like everything I can do to just try to make good use of the bird.
Our son made a stuffing taco.
Yeah, you got a stuffing taco.
Did you see that?
Yep, that looked pretty good. It did look kind of good. It did look good. So you know how we were messing around on the computer the other day and we saw those ASMR videos.
Yes.
Wasn't it weird how they talk like that and everybody are into those kind of videos?
Who watches those things? And why is it so big?
I don't know if you picked up on that one. You were really low on that. But
those are crazy.
I think it is weird how they do that kind of stuff, and people are into that. And some people are like have those channels where they're just like eating, and you're just like listening to the sounds of people eating, and it's just like all this like, and like people like all them sounds,
and like all the enunciating.
So like, I wonder if there's like, I'm sure there's all kinds, and everybody has those ones. So I'm gonna give you one right now and see if it works. If there's anybody out there, this will be my sample. My sample ASMR.
Let's hear it.
All right. It'd be like this. This would be my setup. I'd have like a cloaked, like maybe like Mr. What was the guy, Mr. Wilson or whatever, the neighbor from the Tim the Toolman show.
Yeah.
What was the name of that show?
Home Improvement.
Yeah, Home Improvement. So how they had the neighbor wouldn't show his face.
Yeah.
How would they have something like that so you couldn't see my face, and like a trucker hat or maybe like a blur or something.
Talking about like while you're filming your
ASMR.
ASMR.
To like show the video. I'd make it look like one of those like concealed identity type videos where you could just see like my silhouette or something. But I would have my like a little voice, the ASMR voice, and I'd be like, "Welcome to my my trucker version of the ASMR, and it's called Hell Yeah." So that would be my ASMR, right? So I pull over on the turnpike, and I found me a rest stop, and I had to take a big old poop. So I had to find an empty stall. And while I was looking for that empty stall, I found one. And it wasn't the cleanest of stalls.
Oh my God.
There were things in there that shouldn't be seen by no human species. So I had to do my business anyway. And I took my shirt off. And I hooked my shirt on the hook that you would see on the back of the bathroom door. And I just levitated and took my shit in the nasty stall.
While you
so
levitated?
that would be my like nasty ASMR. See if anybody would watch it. It'd be the trucker version. It was called Hell Yeah.
Maybe mine would be about just poop.
Yeah.
Everybody poops. Different kinds of poop. Oh my gosh, I don't know.
Sure.
It's just crazy.
I
mean, I get it. I guess it's like soothing to some people.
Yeah.
You know,
They're like,
that's why they like it.
Wash your hands.
Yeah.
Stay away. But yeah, I think it's funny as fuck.
I would do like lyrics.
Yeah. So I just think it's pretty funny how they do that stuff. But it's some of that shit was so weird. Brushing hair.
Oh yeah.
It was like writing on a chalkboard.
Ew, chewing is gross.
And then there was
I don't
that
like
one.
Hearing people
they were
chew
like,
anyways.
It was like felt, some type of felt pen or something, and they were going like really close to paper. Like they had the microphone on this paper, and it was like the way they were writing.
The sound of the felt
just like this
on the paper,
like this weird writing.
Oh, that's interesting. You know,
and I was like, this is shit. And I guess I must have liked it because we did watch a couple of them and look through that shit.
Like some people like, yeah, exactly. There's
kind
a
of went through
million
the
of
rabbit
them,
hole
so.
with them. Yeah, we did. It was kind of weird. Shout out to the ASMRs, y'all doing your things.
It's like a cult
for sure. But let me get on some sport news because I got some real sport news after I talk about the Lions because I got to get this Lions piece out of the way. You heard me on Thanksgiving. This was some atrocity. I wish I knew some words like that Stephen A. Smith guy because you know he's got them big words.
Yeah.
Like, this is a Chopalopolis. You know,
this
just
is
some
atrocity.
Yeah, just a big word to mean how bad this is. But so now it's catching like now it's catching like nationwide media about how bad the Lions are. Not necessarily us too, but the coach as well.
It's so embarrassing.
So they were saying when they got rid of our previous coach, which had a winning record, he had a winning record when they got rid of him. They were saying 9 wins wasn't enough. So the first coach, so we get rid of him. They're like, we got to get past this point. We got to get Guy to take us to the next level. So we hired this guy, Patricia Ass.
Patricia Ass.
Yeah, pitiful ass Patricia Ass. So we hired this guy, super smart rocket scientist. He says he like super smart dude. That's fine. Highly educated dude.
And
he claims to be this defensive guru. Claims to be this guru of defense when he was playing for the Patriots because they won all these Super Bowls. But now we're starting to see that might not have been his defensive calls.
I don't think so.
Because our defense is booty. Or in ASMR terms, it's really bad. They're bad like poop.
It's bad and booty. Poopy.
They need to get wiped off.
Poopy.
Flush them down the toilet. Booty. Clog them. Get a plunger.
Poopy booty.
Yeah. You couldn't even whisper it.
I know. It's funny.
So anyways, they're that bad. And so I was watching SportsCenter, and I saw interesting caught my ear. I'm like, it made me do like a double take to the TV. Like, what? So they said if Matt Patricia, speaking of like having a winning record, our last coach did. He had like 30. His record was like 36 and something. Like he had more wins than losses.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So they said if Matt Patricia won 24 straight games in a row, he would still have less of a winning record than our last coach.
Oh my goodness.
And I'm like,
unreal.
Damn. So then they were talking about, they started flipping it on the unfairness of, they started doing the color thing about the unfairness of coaches because our last coach was African American and they didn't give him the same slack. And this guy's been here for 3 years or whatever, possibly getting extended if it's 4th year. Or could he get possibly fired?
I don't think it has anything to do with color.
I'm just saying.
It's just,
I'm just saying how they flipped it. You know what I'm saying? How the media can do that.
People you know.
But I mean, you never know. You never know. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. I mean, but I don't think so.
It was just interesting about that numbers. I mean, that you could win 24.
That's pretty sad.
The Lions can go.
What a shame.
The Lions can go on a 24-game win streak from this season to the next season.
You know that would never happen. I mean,
I'm just saying, and he would still have less wins than our last coach, but yet he's still our coach.
That's crazy.
I think he should be fired. I'm just saying, in my opinion, like this should be it. Like I don't know who they're playing next week. I kind of disconnected already. Like from after like week 3. You'll see me watch the beginning of the game, and then I can just tell when the tide's turning, you know. Like, I turn the Thanksgiving game on, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like what's going on here? Lions are trying trick plays and all this silly shit going on, and then I seen that double fumble. When I saw that double fumble, I turned the game off. I'm like, what do you want to watch? You know what I'm saying?
The parade.
Yeah, I had to change it. I'm like, man, it was just once I saw that, I knew it was just gonna be chaos. And then my cousin, shout out to my cousin Christine out there in Texas. She's a big Texan fan.
Christina.
We were playing the Texans, and they annihilated us. You know what I'm saying? But once that fumble happened, man, I didn't even watch the rest of the game. I knew it was gonna happen. You know what I mean? But I was doing that every game all year. I'm just like, I don't know, I'm done. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
This ain't gonna be good.
Right.
And I was like, I'm surprised they won some of those that I did turn off. But it's all good, because I just disconnect really quickly now. I have to.
Yeah, me too.
Because I used to get all engulfed up in it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Get sucked up in the Lions Kool-Aid, the Kool-Aid Syndrome. That's what they would call it here. Drinking the Kool-Aid. I don't know what you guys call in your hometown titties. In your hometown titties. Look at me.
Hometown titties?
My mind's all in the gutter. Yeah.
That was great.
In your hometown cities, but here they call it drinking the Kool-Aid. And I used to fall victim to that.
Cheers.
Yeah, cheers to that. Cheers to the non-Kool-Aid drinkers of your home teams that aren't good.
Right.
So, yeah. And tonight is the night.
Tonight's the night.
Tyson
I'm excited.
And Roy Jones fighting tonight. Iron Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones Jr. Oh, man.
Ah, snap.
Yeah, so it's tonight, y'all. If you ain't watching, go watch some old-ass dudes. Go out there and do it. I watched the weigh-in yesterday. It was all intense.
I know.
They both looked really good, man. Roy Jones came in and, like...
They look great.
For
their
50s?
age.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Like,
so,
they look great.
I'm hoping, and I guess they didn't test for no PEDs.
No COVID or anything like that?
No, but Roy Jones was a little concerned if Tyson was taking anything because of how good he looked. That's why the fight got a little extended, so they could do a little more testing kind of thing.
Okay.
But they passed all that stuff. Tyson's just a freak of nature. So is Roy Jones. He's looking good.
I think, they get that mindset. They're just going to train,
So it's looking really good. The Roy Jones came in at like 210 and a little bit of change. And Tyson came in at 220.4, I think, something like that. Wow. And they looked good, man. They looked really good. They looked in killer shape. Then they did a cool face-off. They had like this plexiglass in front of each other. And they did a face-off, and they hit Mike Tyson's face. Tell me, dude, Mike Tyson looked for real. And then they were interviewing him, and all the commission are saying these rules where they're not supposed to knock nobody out, and they can't do all this crap and la-da-da. But they know they're going to go box. They already said, look, there's judges, there's a referee, we're going to go box. We know what we're going to do. But they didn't want to say the wrong thing in interviews because they didn't want the fight canceled because the commission wants it done a certain way.
Yeah.
And for everybody knows that they're really going to box, and that's why it broke all these pay-per-view pre-sale tickets. If y'all ain't got it yet, y'all better get it.
Go
it's
get
gonna be
it.
fun.
Watch it tonight.
I don't care if it's boring. It's still going to be crazy. The hype's got me all just hyped up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This isn't like when I was telling you about boxing when they wait too long to have fights happen because dudes are washed up. These are two, diamonds in the rough, legendary fighters. It don't matter. This doesn't even matter.
Right.
The size of their figures alone. They're so iconic in the game, legendary in the game, and legends, period. And it's just going to be awesome to see, whether they were old or new or what.
I'm so excited.
So there's also a really good fight card going on. One of Mayweather's fighters, I don't know if he's still with the Mayweather team, but I know he was back in the day. Bandu Jack, it's got a cool name. He's fighting tonight. And then they're having a cool, I don't know if you're familiar with Impulsive podcast.
No.
Well, there's a blonde kid. His name's something Paul, like Jake Paul or something like that, or something Paul.
Ryan Paul or
Logan Paul, I think. Yeah.
Oh.
I think he's Logan.
I've heard the name. I don't know.
Well, his brother is a boxer, and like a rapper. He does all these things. Well, he got into boxing and he has one professional fight, and he's 1-0. And so they're both two blonde-haired kids. The one the brother is remember that time the guy got in trouble for. They went to that suicide forest in China.
Yes.
And he got a lot of news media and all this things.
He's a YouTuber or something.
Yeah, he's huge. Yeah. Well, his brother happens to be stepping into the boxing game. He's been a fan of it, and he's dedicating himself to it, man. He's got he's really doing it. He's really trying to do it. Cool. This ain't like no promotional stunt. Dude. The kid's taking it for real.
Yeah.
And he's actually 1-0. So he challenged in his early boxing career. He challenged another rapper, and he challenged some other people and celebrities to do these boxing matches to just show what he can do. And then he actually got a legit fight with a professional fighter.
Okay.
So now he called out a former NBA star who goes by the name of Nate Robinson. And if you don't remember him, he was the really short guy that won the slam dunk contest, little short dude. In one of the recent ones, he played for the Knicks.
All right. Yeah, we watched that.
Remember that basketball movie where they were all old men?
Yeah.
He was the little short guy with the afro.
Okay.
And he didn't talk.
Okay.
Well, that's him. So Jake Paul called him out, and now they're going to be fighting tonight too as well.
Oh wow!
On the same night.
Pre-fight?
Yeah, they call it the fight card. So they'll be on the pre-fight card. I don't know who the co-main event is, but I think it's 4 or 5 fights total.
Oh, cool! So this should be pretty interesting.
Yeah, and during his weigh-in, they came out there, and I think Nate Robinson was at 180, and the other guy was at 187. So I don't really know if that's a legit weight class.
Well, look at Tyson and Roy Jones. They're 10 pounds difference too, right?
Yeah, but in heavyweight, heavyweight starts at a certain weight, so that part doesn't really matter.
And then you could just be whatever. Wait, no way.
Yeah.
Damn.
So Nate came in at 180.
There's no
I think it was
cutoff limit for heavyweight?
No, there is, but I think there's a cutoff. I don't think there is in heavyweight. I'm trying to say there's not. I think there's a cutoff in how low you can weigh, or something like that.
Wow.
Yeah, something weird like that. But all the other ones are pretty much within 5 pounds. You got to be right on the money. If we're fighting at 147, got to be 147.
Just like that.
Yeah. So, anyways, they both weighed in. I think it was 7 pounds difference. I think it was 180, 187. But the brother, the blonde guy, came out at one of those Dragon Ball wigs.
Oh man!
One of those anime cartoons, He had the blonde fucking hair coming up.
The spiky ones.
Yeah, it was cool as heck, and he had this face mask on, and then he came out and he was wearing it for the face off, and then they're doing the interview, and he says, "Do you got anything to say? Any last words to say before the fight?" And what's his name was Jake Paul was like, "Yeah, Nate Robinson's kids, don't turn the fight on. Don't watch the fight. Don't come to the fight. He goes, don't watch your dad get beat up or hurt. I don't want you guys to see that. He goes, y'all should just stay home. That's what he said to the camera.
Yikes.
And then when they asked Tyson, Tyson was like, I don't want to say the wrong thing. Most time he's going to say the wrong thing, and he was like,
with his lisp.
Yeah, so I'm just going to come at him, and he says the rest will be out to Roy Jones. He said he's just coming at you, Roy. He's going to come at you, Roy.
Oh my god.
And no joke, Roy Jones got some mad power. Roy Jones could put Mike Tyson out. There's always that possibility. Dude,
I don't doubt it. I mean, they're both.
my only concern is if Roy Jones can't move. Like, if he has no movement, then he's in trouble. Like, he's in trouble. Then the commission probably will be like, they'll go to each corner like, Tyson, chill. You know what I'm saying? Take chill pill or something. Here's a joint between rounds or something, because he's been smoking a lot of weed with, he's got his ranch.
Yeah.
But during this fight, he's been off of all that stuff. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He's not been doing any of that.
Okay, well, we're going to see how
So
he
they
does
might be like,
tonight.
look, you're going too crazy. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Did you see that commercial where they made the cake with Roy Jones's head? Remember I showed you that?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, so he made a cake with Roy Jones's head.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, I like the ears.
He's like, I want the ear.
And the daughter was like, I'll take the nose. And it's like, oh, these are good.
That was crazy.
Yeah, it was good.
Mm-hmm.
It was good.
Oh, my gosh.
So there is some upcoming. Oh, last night. I watched the boxing last night, and that one was hyped up. I thought it was going to be a good fight. It was Gabriel Wasado versus Jacobs.
Mm-hmm.
And Jacobs got a nice resume. He's fought like a lot of he's fought Golovkin, Canelo. I mean, this guy's got a lot of fighters, and Rosado's no joke either. Anyways, I thought the fight was I thought it was gonna be better than what it was. It was a big snooze fest. Like, it was so snoozy.
I fell asleep.
Oh my gosh. So they hype up the fight like it was all good, and I was watching their training. I was getting all into it. They were looking real sharp, and then it seemed like a big sparring match. It was just like a sparring match. It seemed like for the whole. They went all the 12 rounds, and they gave the decision to Jacobs, and I was like, man, it was just like I was expecting something.
Like, give us some action.
But it wasn't really that much of an exciting fight at all.
Mm-hmm.
I was kind of disappointed in that.
Well, at least it went all 12 rounds.
Yeah. And then in December 5th, that'll be the following Saturday. It's Danny Garcia and Errol Spence Jr. And that's going to be the bomb right there, dude.
Oh, boy.
That's going to be a bomb fight right there. Garcia's going to be tested, and we'll see how good Garcia actually is, because Errol Spence ain't no joke. And he had a real bad car accident. You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
His Ferrari, he got flung out the Ferrari or whatever and all that stuff.
I'm surprised he can even fight.
Oh, he made a miraculous recovery. And, man, he looks great. He even, his whole road back wasn't easy. Mm-hmm. But he really fucking did he looks really good. So this will be a big test for him.
That's a big, accomplishment.
Yeah, if Danny Garcia is any type of good, because Garcia's a legit fighter. Mm-hmm. But if he's slowing down at all because he hasn't fought in a while, there hasn't been a lot of active fighters because of this fuchilala,
Yeah.
But it's starting to get back in a rhythm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if Danny Garcia is still any kind of bit of Danny Garcia, it'll be a great test for Errol Spence Jr. And it's going to be a hell of a fight. Mm-hmm. And that one's, I think, December 5th. And that's going to be a bomb fight. It's going to be a bomb fight. I'm excited about that one, too. But tonight is the night. You guys don't want to miss it. Old-ass Tyson versus old-ass Roy Jones.
Woo!
Yeah.
Who you rooting for?
Yeah, who y'all rooting for at home? I'm taking Iron Mike just because I have a feeling that Roy Jones' mobility will be limited. He might look really good in the first round, but we'll see how good his legs can take him. And that's going to be the key for me is the mobility for Roy Jones. If Roy Jones has mobility, mm-hmm. I give a shot for Roy Jones to keep Mike Tyson at bay with his reach and real quick speed.
I'm rooting for them both because of their age and, just where they're at physically. But, I'm going for Mike Tyson.
I'll go Tyson and the sport of boxing. So we both got Tyson.
Okay, Tyson. Woo.
Cheers.
Yeah, cheers to that. I need a refill.
Yeah. So make sure y'all check out that fight, y'all. All right. So I was doing a little thing where I would let people send me in some music, and I would do your little features, and stuff like that. I've been doing them here and there. Whenever they come, I try to, put them out there whenever I can.
Give them some props.
Yeah. So one of my friends, a personal friend of mine, like I said, I've done interviews with him. He's also been on the actual podcast, did some venting with us. I think he was on the New America episode. Okay. And he goes by the name of QG.
Yeah.
And you remember him. You know him.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So he's got another single coming out. It's going to be on all platforms, and I got a little snippet for you guys. And I want you guys to check it out. And make sure you go check him out because this shit is fire.
What?
So here we go. New single by QG called Penicillin.
Why they acting like they didn't know? I'm the nigga with the illest flow. Penicillin could've ended the feeling, cause the penicillin like the tip is froze. Different flows for the giving goes. When I'm with the bros, we gon' pick and roll. Attacking tracks like I'm Derrick Rose. On this bullshit like there he go. Call me the greatest, I'm only the latest. And niggas to say this, I won't be the last. I'm really contagious and dangerous, so try to evade this by wearing a mask. I'm so underrated, it's slated, it's blatant. My cadence is A-list, I'm blazing a path. Red like a sadist, you haven't the faintest. Obtaining the payment, I've waited, but that time is faded. Don't try to negate it, I'm kicking the gate. Like Biggie with the fofo, rose gold, Jake Balls with the cold flow, purple clouds in the ozone.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
So y'all better come out there and check that single out because it's fire. It's out there called Penicillin by my man QG on Lachette Records. And that's a young label, man. I got to interview those guys, too, those young gentlemen.
Yeah, I remember them.
Those guys are doing a good job, man. Those guys are out there hustling and grinding every day, trying to make it happen for all their artists and themselves as well. Go out there, and I appreciate anybody go out there and try to make your dreams happen.
For
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So shout out to Lachette Records, and shout out to my homie QG with that fucking new fire-ass joint you got there, man. I can't wait to hear the rest. Can't wait to hear the rest and more stuff that's coming. Y'all need to check it out. Go follow him. Go check out his catalog because that shit is fire.
Check it out.
And that kind of bothers me, too, because a lot of these radio stations, they get prepaid to play all this bullshit that is forced in your ears when there's all these really good talent out there that don't always get the opportunity like we used to.
Yeah.
Like back in the day, you could call in or if you knew the DJ and, yo, man, put my boy on and check this out, and you would get on, man. But now it's like already pre-programmed to the radio programming, and all these people are just like forced to play this.
Yeah, there needs to be
stuff.
like underground, stations.
Yeah, well, those things pop up and get taken down so quick because of that. You know what I mean? It's just it's a shame, man. But like I said, my man's on a come up, staying grinding, keep the hustle going, don't stop, and shout out to y'all, man. So we watched a really crazy movie last night. I was not expecting it to be what it was. We were messing around. I was reading reviews. Everybody was telling me certain things in the movie, but they were kind of doing really good at not giving me the whole skinny of the film. And based off the trailer, you could see it was about like some billionaire elitists who get together somewhere and hunt humans.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And I was like, man, it was like the movie was crazy. When you see the trailer, it was like you don't know what to think. So the trailer looked really good, interesting. I mean, the only thing you could do was get the story. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
So
it was a little political, I thought.
Yeah, it was a bit. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't really care about that.
No,
I thought the movie was good.
It was good.
The way they did it, it had like a Zombieland approach, like had like a funny, almost like comedic. There was a lot of comedy in the movie as well, even though it was like a crazy scenario. It was a crazy story.
Yeah.
But there was some stuff that happened that made you laugh, which was also kind of weird about myself. It made me question things about myself, about things I was laughing at in that movie. Because there was some graphic.
Such as?
No, I don't want to ruin it. Like I said, I'm bad with spoilers. I'll try my best. I'm working on it. But there was some graphic scenes in that film where they brought laughter from me.
It was a little dark.
I was like, whoa, I just laughed at that. There was that kind of things in the movie.
But they made it like comedy,
right.
So it's not your fault.
But the stuff they put made comedic, which I thought, like I said, made me question my own morals. I was like, man, I laughed pretty hard at this gory event. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
So the movie was awesome. I recommend you see it. It's called The Hunt.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
So they get these people together, and the only thing I could say is that I recommend you see it. It was great. It was nonstop. Like, there was a lot of suspense.
It was sort
action.
of like a Hunger Game kind of feel in the beginning.
Well, I don't know if you remember the one. I think it was with Ice-T.
Survival.
back in the day. It was like with Ice-T in it. He was a bum off the streets, and I think John Lithgow was in it.
Did they go on an island or?
They took him off the street and hunted him. You know, and it was like a really older movie.
I do remember that. Mm-hmm. Yep.
So it reminded me something of that, you know.
Yeah.
So anyways, it's good. A lot of action, suspense, drama, comedy, which I wasn't that part I wasn't expecting.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting like the weird darkness of that comedy in that movie. But it's really good to see. I recommend you see it. Definitely awesome. Okay, so I have some also. I've been searching the internet again, fooling around in the internet, you know, depths, and I found some weird news headlines, some weird ones, some really good ones.
Yeah?
I found some really good ones. Okay, so they're like all these dating apps. You know how you always see them on all these now they're like on TV commercials. You hear them on the radio. They pop up on your computers. You see them all on these things. Mm-hmm. Even Facebook, I think, has like a dating feature on there now, like the marketplace and like all these things are on there. You know, you ever see when they show those little things?
Yeah,
on things?
I think I've seen it.
So they have all these new dating things. Well, you know how they have catfishing?
Yeah.
Like where people are faking who they are or whatever the catfish thing is. Well, now they have a new one that's taking people by storm on these dating apps. They're calling it hat fishing.
Hat?
Yeah, like a hat. Hat fishing. You ever heard of this?
No. How does this work?
Okay. So apparently it's similar to catfishing, but it's people hiding like hair problems, like hair defaults.
Like balding?
Like baldness or, you know, just straight up. I would guess that's what you would be hiding more than anything is your hair loss. Uh-huh. So some people are doing their profile pics, their phone conversations when they're FaceTiming, and always wearing a hat until the person like actually meets in person, and then they like feel like they get bamboozled because
they take
the hat comes off and then you see they got like
receding hairline.
You could see the scalp all the way through the hair. You know what I'm saying? Or they got that crazy big comb over.
So it's probably mostly men. I'm assuming some women too.
I'm sure women too, but I mean it's normal for women to have extensions and wigs all the time, so I don't think that part would be an issue.
Well, women can thin. They can thin their hair.
No, I'm not saying that. Like I would think it wouldn't be that bad for women because, like I said before, they get extensions, they wear wigs, and they do all those things. And I know women could have hair loss,
easier.
But it's more acceptable for them to have those kind of things when it's more acceptable for you guys. You see women with fake nails, fake piercings. You know, they do the ones that just look like they're pierced on their faces and chests and all that weird stuff you see. Yeah. Oh man, which reminds me, I seen this one lady. She gets all kinds of like those body modifications, and I guess she spent over $106,000 or $160,000 on like body mods, and she's not even the world record. There's a guy in Vegas that has a world record. He has like over 520 or something weird.
Like why though?
Well, she got this one weird one. I'm sure a lot of people have seen it, but
the
to me,
piercings.
Yeah, but she got this one. It was like through here. It was like right here. Like I think that would fuck with me, like driving and walking around, seeing those knobs in my middle of my eye, like maybe go cross-eyed all the time. I'd be kind of like looking at it.
Like, is it your religion? Like, what are you doing all that for? You know.
So apparently that's what's going on right now, though. People hiding their hair loss. I didn't mean to get derailed or anything.
Okay. Yeah. What about like the dudes that like spray paint their beards on?
Yeah, that's really bad.
Like, no, man.
I seen this one recently.
It looks fake.
Well, they showed this NBA player that did it. Carlos Boozer. I talked about it in one of my episodes. Oh my God, it was so bad. But there was this guy. There's a video on YouTube. You guys got to check it out. I forget the name of it. Rod put the link up. Damn, I wish I remembered it. But I'm sure if you search it, painted beards, like all them videos will pop up. This guy was like talking about he's gonna go hang out with these girls. They want to go to the beach, and he's all lined up. He's like all painted in here.
Like it's like a perfect line.
And he even did his hair. Fake. Like he even did his hair, like lined up with the beard. Has a little part done. And then Then they show him like leaving the beach or whatever. They all went swimming. He's all burned his eyes and shit. He's got the shit all peeled off. Somebody started peeling.
Oh man, like it's not gonna run, dude. When you start sweating, or, you know, like
LeBron.
Bad. Didn't it happen to LeBron with his beard? It did. I think it did. Yeah.
Well, I know it happened to Carlos Boozer. No, LeBron had some hair glued on him,
or glue, or something.
And I guess the glued hair came off.
Oh my gosh.
Like he had some glued hair during an NBA game. You run hard. You're a big guy.
Like you need some waterproof shit. You know, like you can't just
Gorilla
wear...
Glue.
Yeah.
Like something that's waterproof, like
waterproof.
Or that guy from Flexio
Wet
commercials.
Proof.
That Flexio guy.
Spray it with that.
Yeah, you can waterproof a fucking screen door. You need that shit so it'll hold through the sweat.
That's crazy.
But yeah, those bearded things look hilarious. Those things are fucking funny. I would never, ever. I see some of them videos.
Just go natural.
Where they show the guy looking super bald and you see him do this little spray and he like makes him look really good. Mm-hmm. But man, if you sweat, you're screwed.
Yes.
They showed Giuliani the other day.
If you're near some hot lights, you're screwed.
They showed Giuliani the other day. He had some of that spray.
Yeah, I
saw
saw that,
running.
and it was like dripping down both the sides.
Yeah, so it's like, you're not going to wear it if you're going to be in a super cold room with no sweat. But shit, if you're sweating, I wouldn't risk it. I wouldn't risk it.
No. You're better going natural rather than looking fake.
Yep. I got a pre-Jay Leno patch going. I'm letting it go. I
can get it if you had like a skin disorder and you had like, impetigo or whatever.
Vitiligo?
Or like the guy on the news.
Yeah, vitiligo, I think it's called.
Yeah, vitiligo. What did I say? Impetigo?
Yeah, you said some weird.
That's some baby thing.
Impetigo.
But yeah, I can see if like you're on TV.
You ever suffered from Geppetto?
Geppetto.
Get some Geppetto syndrome.
Oh my God, would that be a cricket?
Sorry if that's one too. We're just messing around. If we messed up on all those, we didn't mean it. Excuse our ignorance on that one.
Cut that out.
Yeah, we'll snip that. Snip it.
But yeah, that fake beard stuff looks terrible.
Yes.
Just go natural.
For real. Don't do it. Mm-mm. And don't get extensions on your beard.
Oh, yeah.
You know what else looks funny is the rubber bands.
Yeah.
Like the rubber bands. Because right now I think people are doing No Shave November. People are doing that. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I shave a little bit here and there.
Yeah.
But I didn't participate all the way, I guess, whatever.
Well, it's almost December.
Yeah. So if then I just won't shave for the next couple of days.
Yeah.
I participated for a little bit.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So I got another one. This one's kind of disgusting.
Okay, let's hear it.
It's another person of the Lord being dirty.
Oh no.
Another man of the Lord. A man of the cloth.
Oh. Yikes.
If Angelo was here, he'd be ashamed because his father is like a preacher or something.
Oh, really?
Yep. We were talking about that before.
I didn't know that.
Yep. And I guess he has to exercise him all the time because he's evil. No, but so anyways, this is more disgusting. I wish it was just about an exorcism, but this shit is gross. And I want to expose this person because I'm sure local news channels probably won't even talk about it.
Probably not,
So I'm about to say it.
Okay, let's hear it.
A reverend in New York propositioned a young girl for oral sex, and he was sending her holy dick pics.
What?
He was sending her dick pics and trying to get her to perform oral sex, and he wanted her to be his mistress. They were showing like the messages on the phone. And let me just say his name real quick too, because I just got to say his name.
Go for it. Put that mofo out there.
Reverend Charles Atkins Jr. I don't know how many Hail Marys you got to do to get by that one.
He's using his power.
So he says he wants you to be he wanted her to be his mistress.
Send you the holy dick.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell?
Holy dick pic.
Oh my gosh.
Holy dick pic, Batman. No, but
you just got holier for looking at it.
Yeah, holy dick pic, Batman. I can't even help it. So anyways, Reverend Charles Atkins Jr. Let me just say that one more time. Motherfucker.
What a sick ass.
He sent her the holy dick pic, and in the letters or the messages, I think it was I don't know if it was emails or text messages. He was asking her to be his mistress. He also said, "I know," this is like quote, okay? Mm-hmm. He says, "I know you little African girls like to do oral sex, and would you like to do that on me?"
Oh.
That is what he said to the girl when he sent her the holy dick pic.
How old was she?
She was a young teenage girl. I don't know. And I believe she was underage as well.
Yeah, if she's a teenager, she's underage.
Yeah.
What a sick bastard.
I mean, like, I think she was under 18 is what I mean.
Oh, yeah, right.
I believe so.
Okay. What a sick
And he was sending the fucking holy dick pic.
Sick bastard. Good. I'm glad you got fucking caught. Mofo.
Yeah.
Don't be doing that shit. That's bad.
When are you going to learn?
Learn today.
Learn today or tomorrow, but somebody better learn today.
Learn today.
Do it.
Don't do that stuff. That's bad and wrong.
There's no such thing as a holy dick pic unless it was a reaction. Holy dick pic. But it can't be a holy dick. This dick pic is holy.
Not to a young girl.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not to anybody.
Yeah.
Not for nobody.
Fuck, You're a man of the Lord.
So that's all I'm saying. You should have used the cloth to cover that up. Shouldn't have done it. You dirty perv.
Pervert.
You are a dirty perv.
Molester. Chester the molester.
Right. That is disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So a family from Massachusetts. This is another strange headline. This one is a little more funny and maybe lighthearted.
Okay.
But it could have got seriously injured. I mean, it could have got serious. It could have been serious, but it's more comedic. This one's a little funnier.
All right.
All
let's
right.
hear it.
Back off. No, I'm just kidding. So this family from Massachusetts.
Massachusetts.
Yeah. They come from Massachusetts. They married for, I forget how many years they're married for. They have other children, and they're about to have another brand new child. And they were going to do the reveal.
Okay.
Oh, they were going to let you know if it was a boy or a girl.
Mm-hmm.
So they decided to use this like air cannon to shoot out the color of the pink or blue. All right?
Gotcha.
So the little kids are running around. I think it's one of the boys or one of the daughters. I forget. They're like around the, got to chase them around age, like 5 or 6 or something.
Mm-hmm.
And they're running around crazy while they're setting up this thing, and the family's all there. Doesn't look like they're distancing it very much, but who cares about that? They're celebrating a new baby. Don't worry about it. Back off. So they're having fun. The kids are going crazy. And they're running around. They're trying to get a picture together. And I guess the air cannon gets knocked by the kids. And the cannon goes off and shoots the dad in the dick.
Oh, no.
So he gets hit with the dick and balls. They get to see they're having a boy. And they might not have any more babies after that because he took a hard-ass shot from an air cannon to the testicles.
Oh, so it's another boy?
Yep, it was blue. So it was another.
What if she wants a girl?
So now it's another definition of blue balls. Because he got hit in the balls with an air cannon.
Oh, my god.
With the blue smoke.
Aye.
And it might be the last baby because my man took a hard shot. To, I said, to the testicles.
Yikes. Hopefully he's okay,
Yeah, hopefully.
Ow. Dang. Poor dude.
Yeah, he got slapped up. He got hit in the testicles.
Those parties seem to have a lot of issues,
Yeah, I've seen another one where their balloons caught on fire because they used helium.
Yeah, or like the whole group of people caught on fire in the whole room. I'm like, whoa.
Helium's pretty flammable,
Yikes,
and people don't understand that.
You're dealing with a gas.
There was
that's dangerous.
Back in the day before like ridiculousness, there was America's Home Video still goes on. Excuse me. Well, remember those ones they used to show where people would spray silly string?
Oh, yeah.
And that shit would be so flammable
my gosh,
burn a little kid up on his birthday. But when you was a kid, like I said, before ridiculousness, before we were desensitized to all these, that was like new shit to see on Channel 7. So we were watching Channel 7, kid blowing his birthday candles, gets a crazy string blowed on him, and the fire just burned his fucking face up. It was like, boosh. Michael Jackson, like, Pepsi commercialed his ass. Oh. And we watched it. You know what I'm saying? Remember Michael Jackson that Pepsi
that's not funny. I don't know why I laughed.
No, it was funny.
No, it's not funny.
And I can't.
People got hurt.
That was just like that movie we watched. That was a film. It was like that. I can't believe you caught yourself laughing at something. You know you laughed at the video. You wasn't like, oh no, you was kids. We all laughed at it. You laughed at it. We all laughed at it.
But then I felt bad.
I don't know. I couldn't wait for next week's episode. And they made it to the $10,000 winner. So he was okay.
Oh my gosh.
He was okay. But now, like on ridiculousness, they'll be showing some of them videos where some of these look like the dudes people just straight up die, and they never show you what happens at the end of the video.
I know.
And
I'm always wondering, did that person die?
Yeah, and a couple of guests will ask them.
I hope they wouldn't air it if that person died.
Well, they don't tell you, because I would look up some of them videos and I'm like, man, that was a fatal accident.
There would be like a law. There would be like a law. Like you can't use a dead person's
If
video.
you're not actually showing the actual part, you don't know.
Yeah, but you showed what caused.
There was a guy who died doing a Pepsi commercial skydiving with a parachute, and he didn't. His parachute didn't open.
Did they air it?
Yes, they aired that commercial.
Yikes!
They don't have to show you the end.
What? Well, that's fucked up, man. I mean, I'd be pissed if I was that family. Like, you're not gonna show my kid, or whoever it is. I don't.
I'm just saying.
That. Yikes!
So they do it on ridiculousness, and there was a guy who actually, a couple people brought it up. They're like, "Man, what happened after that?" He probably, and they were like, "Don't worry about that. We just wanted to show you the funny, that part that just happened."
Yeah.
So a lot of times,
next video.
A lot of those are pretty suspect. You sit there like, "Whoa, I kind of wonder."
I wonder a lot on that show. Like,
so when some of them guys be kissing cement like that,
I don't know, or that scorpion when they bend and twist like that.
Oh man, you know they can't stand.
When they land on their necks, I don't like that. It makes me like feel uneasy.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, for sure.
My drink is so good. It's delicious.
Being that the holidays are coming up, I feel like we're going to start decorating. We've already got a little few things out, and I'm sure a lot of people, are putting their decorations up. I've seen a lot of stuff like already full blown, their house is done already, like outside. You know what I mean?
I've been seeing it since around like Halloween.
Yeah, since like Halloween. Some people started it way early, and they were just throwing stuff out. And plus, we had those like crazy weird, like apocalyptic nice days and during like where it's not supposed to be nice.
But don't turn
it on. And people are going out there, huh?
But don't turn it on yet. You know what I mean? Like,
well, I would.
It's real nice out.
If it's up, I'd do it.
Yeah.
But I mean, on those nice days, people are taking advantage of it,
right,
and making all these, awesome Christmas decorations and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been seeing a lot of funny ones where, people were converting their Halloween stuff they already had previously into Christmas stuff.
How?
So people had like zombies and shit coming out of the ground,
mm-hmm.
and like now they're putting Santa Claus hats and beards on some of them, and like the jackets and like just Christmas shit over some of that
clever,
stuff. Yeah, it's kind of funny, man. I seen 2 skeletons.
But you could still see the skeleton.
Yeah, one guy had 2 big skeletons, like taller than his garage. They were on channel 4s, like somewhere here in Michigan. Well, you can see it when you drive home and get off the freeway. They're like on that one side of the street there, and they got like Santa jackets on them and Santa hats.
Oh my god!
And then they're making some kind of skeleton type of reindeer, I think. You know what I'm saying? It's really funny how people are just getting super creative, and that's what I like, about some of this stuff. It brought out a lot of people's creativity. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kind of brought out a lot of that stuff that people had just tucked inside.
I feel like people have been wanting to like go all out with their decorations, but you work, you get busy. But lately, with all the downtime, a lot of people have had,
or if people just trying to try
put it out there, or making you happier. It does make you feel good. A
lot of people always want to try something new, or they always wanted to try something, period, and they always just said it, or you know what I'm saying? And then when they lost, they had more time on their hands, or some things happened, it kind of gave them an opportunity to capitalize on a lot of things, and I think it's a pretty awesome thing about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It tested a lot of people's potentials, I think, and it either made or break you. It made to break you, and that's what I felt like on that. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I thought that was pretty cool.
It just reminds me of we were watching the movie the other night, Christmas Vacation, when he's starting to put the lights out.
Uh-huh.
And he pulls out that ball of lights. Here,
okay.
And he gives it to the son. He's like, check all the lights, Like, I dread that.
I don't. Not this year. I'm just cutting them all the bad ones and getting new ones.
All right, cool.
Throwing them all out. No, I'm just kidding.
I'll let you.
No, that's bad, though, when they're all tangled up like that.
So what's some of the craziest decorations you've seen so far that blow up? The blow up ones for Christmas.
I haven't seen really crazy ones, but I think it's funny how I think it's funny when you see the like lazy decorations.
I know.
Where you'll see like just a snowflake on a mailbox.
Right.
And that's their decoration. They've done Christmas. That's all the Christmas you got is a snowflake on a mailbox.
But that's kind of hard if you live next to somebody that likes to go all out and you don't. Or what if you don't even celebrate it?
I remember back in the day we had this old neighbor in my old neighborhood in Lincoln Park. It was Christmas time, and they were super nice, always engaged with all the neighbors. Mm-hmm. But they were this lazy ass decorations. They that spray snow.
Oh yeah.
There was like a smiley face on their screen door. That was a decoration of Christmas. No lights.
What? A smiley face.
And I think it was
not
the
even
spray
like a
snow.
Star or like.
I don't even know if it was the
Christmas.
spray snow or they just cleaned the window in that spot.
It was spray paint.
It was a really old person.
Like, oh shoot, thought it was that snow stuff.
Yeah, but every Christmas it'd be that snow and a smiley face just in the tree. And then on the screen door, the little plastic part of your old screens.
Yeah.
That plexiglass.
Yeah, that fake glass.
There'd be a smiley face on that shit.
What about the people that like they set up their lights to go with music, and you can drive by and like change your radio to suit their music?
I've never seen it myself.
You tune into their like.
I've only
light
seen
show.
them on like YouTube videos, but I've never really like seen them myself. I kind of think that's a little too much. I think it's cool when you can drive by and see them do that stuff. Mm-hmm. But I wouldn't do it with my own car.
Last year there was a house that did it around here.
Well, there's a house by us that does a lot of stuff. They used to go all out with all their big elaborate lights in their front yard and the spinning things and all this, all that kind of things. But a lot of people do a lot of cool things,
like
man.
those shows on TV where there's like the competitions.
You know what decorations
Christmas
I hate?
Decorations.
I think they're lazy. But I mean, we use one of them, but we might be one of those people. Those stupid hologram lights.
Yeah. Well, I don't even like it anymore.
It just looks like dots on your face.
Yeah. Like it's like okay.
Or dots on your house. It looks like you fucking had the Xbox lights on your house.
I was just gonna say that. That's what it reminds me of.
The fucking Xbox lights on your house.
It's cooler for like Halloween, I think. Because it's kind of spooky.
Yeah, if you got little ghosts or something like that. But it was just dots. It's just fucking a bunch of red and blue, red and green dots. How Christmassy is fucking all them dots on your house? What the fuck is that?
I don't know.
It looks like a fucking fly's eyeball.
Whoever invented that, though, monopolized on that shit.
He has like an insect eye. Like, put an insect eye on your house for Christmas.
Ew.
You know when they showed a zoomed-in bug eye? Like, fuck.
Yeah.
I hate those
decorations. It's like all them little dots.
Just take some lights up with your lazy ass.
The fly.
They're just making people super lazy.
Yeah. Yeah, that does suck. Like, put a little effort in. I mean, string some lights.
They'll be like, it's going to get so lazy in the future when our technology is going to get so good. Mm-hmm. They're going to have these, like, VR setups, right? And we're going to download, like, what we set for our house. We ain't going to be shit on our house for real.
Right.
But when people drive by, like, oh, look what they put on the app. That is pretty.
Oh,
and it's going to look like all these lights on your house. And they're going to be actually shit on your house.
Yeah, at that point, you ain't driving by houses no more.
We're going to Jetsons the fuck out of it.
To you. Like, look at my house.
All our Christmas decorations are going to get Jetsons the fuck up. It's going to be like Jetsons, but on another level. Wouldn't that be crazy, though?
It would be crazy.
They're going to drive by like, oh, you put this one on it. And then people like hack your shit and put a fucked up decoration on your house. They put like a penis where the fucking candy cane was.
Oh, no.
You'd be getting your shit hacked.
Oh, my
I mean, that'd be like at first.
Right. People.
But then it'd be normal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you can like choose if you want to donate for like the holographic Christmas carolers to come to your porch. And then you can put them on your porch.
You gotta pay more for that,
You can put them on your porch, but you don't want to be rude to everybody. It's like, or you want to be the people in the neighborhood that didn't support it, so you can have them on your porch and just mute them. You know what I'm saying? Because they'd be like singing all the fucking Christmas songs, and you can still give it.
Me and my friends used to do that when we were younger. We would literally. There'd be like 5 of us, and we'd go Christmas caroling. And
I've done it once.
We would make money.
I've done it once or twice.
People would like tip us a lot.
Yeah. But I'm saying in the future,
we weren't even like expecting that, so we kept doing it.
In the future, you're not going to be allowed to. There's too many viruses, and too many fuchilalas.
You're breathing at my lawn.
So it's going to be a holographic, is what I'm saying. So,
yeah.
And then people look it down on you if you don't support the cause. That's what I'm saying. You can have them come to your house and just mute them. And you could be listening to whatever music you want, but at least they'll be there, and people will see, oh, look, they did it.
I want you to sing that high-pitched Mariah Carey Christmas song.
Yeah.
That's what I would request.
Well, I mean, if it's a holograph and technology, they can do whatever you want. You can be Mariah Carey.
Wouldn't it be funny if you had some carolers and they're like, would you like any requests?
Well, now they have...
do that Mariah Carey one.
Well, now they have cameos. So
where
if it's
like really high-pitched.
So they have cameo. I don't know if you know what cameo is.
Yeah.
You pay the famous people to do whatever. Happy birthday, tie your shoe, good job. And then you can pay them to say that shit.
Right.
Well, there'd be cameos for the holograms. You could be like, I want fucking John Legend and Mariah Carey to come sing Christmas songs to my house. And that'd be probably a little bit more money, but you could have it done. And they'd be about the size of little Princess Leia. You know what I'm saying? But they'd be doing the fucking Christmas
Or for your Christmas party, people would have that.
It'd be just like in Star Wars. But that shit is happening right now. They're already making that shit.
That's crazy.
They're already sending messages that way. I've watched all them docs
didn't like Whitney Houston do some holographic concert?
Well, yeah. Tupac did. Elvis did. Nat King Cole. But I'm just saying it's so evolved now. You know what I mean? Like now people are using it as their cell phone. Like they're showing like that's going to be available to everybody in the public. Like I can send you a FaceTime and you'll be about as tall as a glass, like Princess Leia was in Star Wars. That'd be crazy. And be like, look, man, this, and that.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Or if it's a birthday time, you can be full-faced, full-figured, and be at a birthday party while they blow out the candles.
Oh, wow.
And maybe you're fighting.
You'd be there virtually.
Maybe you're a soldier fighting overseas.
Holographically.
And your daughter's graduating, or your son's graduating, or you're missing their birthday. With that hologram technology, you could be there, the best you can.
That could be cool for some people.
So
like if
that
they're
kind
in the
of thing, it's kind of neat.
And stuff like that.
So all that, it's going to be neat for that decorations. I mean, it all started off those, little ideas,
Yeah.
Your lazy ass Christmas decorations could be used for so much more.
For sure.
For real. Get creative, damn it. No, I'm just kidding. All right. Well, on that, I want to thank you guys for checking out this episode. And if you guys enjoyed this episode, I appreciate a like and subscription. Share them with some friends. And you can catch me every Wednesday and Saturday. And I want to thank my wife for joining me once more.
You're welcome, my
Thank you for hanging out.
Absolutely.
It was a lot of fun, like it always is.
Fun.
Cool. And I would like to thank you once again. And this has been another episode of
Meant
to
Vent.
Till next time, humans. See ya.
Peace.